Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and sometimes things happening in my real life. Today I have my update for Throwback 30, so if you are interested in that, then stay tuned. Alright, Throwback 30 is a PANtastic Ladies Collab group project. It was created by Jessica Lee because the PANtastic Ladies create so many projects that it is impossible to do them all. So this is a way where we vote on 30 projects to put into this one, and then we get to pick one prompt from each project, a lot of P's in this, to work on. It starts in July, on July 28th, and goes until July 28th or 27th if you end a day early so you can get ready for the next round. This is round 6, so it's been going for 6 years, and I think this is my 3rd year doing it. I really enjoy it. It's a great way to dabble in a bunch of different projects. That being said, I do not bring in all 30 prompts at once. I work on them in a rolling style. I brought 15 in to start, and then each month I am bringing in an additional prompt, working my way back through the list. And I have 2 prompts, well, 3 as prompts, 2 as of today, that I still have to bring in. And yeah, so let's talk about what I've been working on and what's rolling out and what I'm bringing in. Just starting at the beginning of the list, these are all alphabetical, and I brought in mine originally every other prompt. So the first one is for 50 Shades of Brown. That is anything that is brown package. That is this year's 50 Shades color. And I brought in this guy here, Brown Bottle. This is from Sensaria. It is a Clarity Aromatherapy Oil, and my goal is to finish it. And at the last update, I don't think there was any progress, but now we are right down below the last mark I made there. I've used it a little bit. Could use it in ways that use it more, and maybe I will, but I haven't yet. So this is still in and working on that. I'm not tracking uses because I'm using it as an aromatherapy diffuser kind of thing. So I don't have actual uses. That makes sense? Okay. Moving on, we have for 50 Shades of Yellow Gold. That was last year's color. And for that I have a lip scrub. This is from Spascriptions. It's Eric's lip scrub in Manuka Honey and Nectarine. And this is what it's looking like so far. I am using it as a hand scrub as well as a lip scrub, but I don't use it every day, so it's getting there. This as well, my goal is to finish. I have 6 marked uses since the last update, and I forgot to, that would be 36 total uses. I was like, I didn't add it up, but I could really quickly do it. So, that one hair just wants to be in my face. I did re-dye my hair again, so it is temporary dye from Arctic Fox, so it should not affect my scalp. Anyway, that is not what we're here to talk about. Next is for Birthstone Beauty, which is a product I forgot that I was working on because I remember bringing it in last month, but when I went to check my notebook today, I hadn't actually written it down, so I haven't used it. And this is the hair mask from War in the Rhythm of the Rain hair mask and scalp detox. That's where it was when we brought it in. This is for Birthstone Beauty because it's sapphire colored. So yeah, I haven't used that because of my hair scalp issues, but I will get back to using that soon, and hopefully we'll finish it. That is my goal, to finish it. We'll see. Next is for Child of the 80s, and the prompt I selected was Like a Virgin, and I brought in, that is a product you've never tried before, and I brought in the CeraVe Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. My goal is to finish this. I have used it. I stopped keeping track of uses, but I have used it. It's probably about that far down in the jar. I don't know how deep it goes. I don't care for this cleansing balm. I'm going to continue using it, but I don't think I'm going to finish it, but we'll see. I find this formula is a little bit too greasy for my taste, but I'm working on it, slow and steady. Don't need a whole lot, so we'll see. Next is for Color Pan, and I brought in my one ColourPop product, one of two. The other one is not fun. This is from ColourPop. This is their lippy stick, and this is in the shade Cami. My goal is to finish it, and I am wearing it today over a lip liner, something on the back of my hand, and I measured it for progress today, and there was no progress, but that is what it looks like. Yeah, I am trying to finish it. I have used it 6 times. I marked 60 uses over the last month, bringing me to 44 uses in total since bringing this in. And I will just show you the paper progress here. That is where we're at right there. That was at the last update, and like I said, when I measured it, there wasn't much progress. So, no change that I can show, but I have been using it. Alright, moving on. Next is for Disney Princess, and I selected the prompt Moana, and that is something that is coral or tan, was randomly selected, and I brought in this coral shade of nail polish from Sally Hansen, and it is in the shade Snappy Sorbet. My goal is to use it twice. I have used it once as a pedicure, so you're not going to see any photos. But trust me, it was on my toes for like 3 weeks. So that is 1 out of 2 uses. That I have not used. Next, for Harry Potter, I chose Slytherin, which is silver and green, and I brought in this leave-in conditioner from Design Essentials with almond and avocado. My goal is to use half of what was in here. When we started, we were at this line, and today we are down here. You can see from the last time I measured it, there's a significant jump. I think it's been 2 months since I measured that, so we're getting closer. My goal is right there. So we're getting there. Maybe 1 or 2 more months left. Not uses, months left to go for that. And next page. Next we have for I Heart the 90s. And for that I randomly selected The Simpsons, which is a yellow product or packaging. So I brought in my Sun Bum Face SPF, and that's where we're at. My goal is to finish it. So I have like 2 to 3 more uses, maybe, if that. It is very close to being done, but I'm not wearing it every day because it's not sunny all the time. It's spring, northwest spring weather, which means cloudy and rainy most of the time. But when I do go out, I do tend to wear this, and I don't go out very often, so this should be done by the next update. And then I'll have to buy a new one because that one's all gone. Speaking of all gone, the next is for It's Panning Cats and Dogs, and I selected Scooby-Doo, and that is something that is a mystery item or or something you've never tried before. Yeah. And I brought in the Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream, and my goal was to finish it. I started it on December 6th, and it is all gone. There was a green cream in there, but now it's all gone. So I finished that last night. Yeah, last night. So that is a goal met. Next is for the prompt Lip Service, and I have brought in my Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Balm. This was my daily lip balm, but now I've used it mainly occasionally when I'm working at my desk or doing my makeup. So it is getting a little bit slower, but my goal is to finish it. And when I shined a light in there, even though it's puffy up here, there is air in there. And when I shined a light, it looked like most of the product settled right there. So I went ahead and marked that, and this should be done by the next update as well. Next is for Nightmare on Panning Street, and I selected Rosemary's Baby. and that was something that was a new item in your collection. So I brought in the LA Colors lengthening mascara. I brought this in January, and my goal was to use it for 3 months. So this is the last update. So my goal is met. I'm going to stop using this and start using a new mascara because I don't want to take any chances. My eyes do get a bit sensitive sometimes. So that is another goal met. Next, for Skin is In. This is anything skincare related. So I brought in a body lotion that I picked up at TJ Maxx. It is just kind of a generic well-being spa. Collagen and vitamin E, coconut and hibiscus. My goal is to finish this. I don't know. We were up here, and now we are down to this line here. So we made a little bit of progress this month, but I have been using a different lotion that I enjoy more. I find more hydrating. This one feels kind of watery for being a lotion. So yeah, not using it as much, but maybe in the summer when it gets warmer, we'll use it more, but still working on it. And I'm going to predict right now it's not going to be done, but we'll see. Maybe I'll start using it a lot more. Okay, next we have, for That's Expensive, I brought in a perfume, and I am using my Avon Black Suede Cologne, and my goal is to use half of the bottle. When I brought it in, it was up to the top of the bottle here, and now we are down here. So I made a little bit of progress from last month, from there to there. I'm not holding it straight, but my goal is to use it all the way down to here. Now I am rotating through 3 other fragrances at this time, so it's not getting my full attention, but it is getting some attention. I do enjoy it, and it is staying in. I don't know if I'll be able to meet my goal on that, but we have until July, so we'll see. Next, speaking of fragrance, the next one is another fragrance that I'm working on. This is Fantasy, and I randomly selected Fairy. That is a nature-themed product, so I brought in the Bath & Body Works Strawberry Pound Cake, because strawberries are nature-inspired. And again, my goal is to use half of the bottle. When we brought it in, it was up here, and now we're down here. So from last month there to this month, we made a little bit of progress, and my goal is all the way down here, so we have quite a ways to go. Like with the cologne, I am rotating this with several other fragrances, so once those fragrances are done, we'll see. And finally, the last product I'm working on is for Women Who Rock, in that I selected Katy Perry Roar, something that makes you feel fierce, and I think nail polish makes me feel fierce. It is probably my #1 addiction. I love it more than eyeshadow. And some people love eyeshadow and collect eyeshadow. I collect nail polish. I'm not ashamed of it. In fact, I actually bought some more this month, and I have a mystery box coming of more. So, you know, that being said, I need to use some of it up, and I do. But I brought in this little guy from e.l.f. This is from their Game Up collection that came out in 2022, I think, maybe 2023, but I'm pretty sure it's 2020, I don't know. Anyway, it's a little white cream, and I went from that top line when we brought it in and down to there. I am trying to finish this. I did use it twice this month, once as a pedicure that I'm currently wearing, and once as a manicure on one hand. So that brings me to 5 uses so far. And I did have to add a little bit of a clear polish. I got this tip from Jessica Lee. Instead of adding thinner every time, you can use clear polish or top coat. That's a thin formula to help thin out any polish that gets thick. And this was getting a little bit thick. This is one of the reasons I am trying to use it up, because it consistently seems to get thick. I try and close it as best I can, but it doesn't always work. So anyway, yeah. So I could have made more progress if I hadn't added something to it, but I did make progress, so that is good. So that is everything I am working on. Now I have to bring in one new prompt. This month's prompt I'm bringing in is for 7 deadly pans, and that is all about the 7 deadly sins. You were to pick a sin, either based on the name or the color associated, and it had a beautiful picture of women in different colors. I decided to go with envy. because I have this eyeshadow from Medusa's Makeup called Envy, and it is a lovely green. And I think it would go great with my Pan That palette, or Pan those eyeshadows, because I have a matte green, but I don't have any green shimmers to go with it, and I thought this would make a nice pairing. So I'm bringing that in for 10 uses, because I want to focus on my Pan Those eyeshadows, and yeah, don't want to take away from any other potential shadows. So bringing this in for 10 uses for the prompt Envy. Okay, and that is everything for today. That's a lot of products for me anyway. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would do that while you are here. It means a lot to me. And until my next video, take care of yourselves. Remember to stay true to you, and I love you no matter who or what you are. And until my next video, I will see you later. Bye!